Angel Reese last night against the New York Liberty, one of the worst games she's played as a professional, takes that out on the referees. Kamilla Cardoso visibly upset, and all of this falls. This Angel Reese crash out over a loose ball foul call. What are we doing here? We are 2 games in at the feet of Tyler Marsh and those who co-sign the lack of work ethic that we see from some players over there in Chicago. Let's start.
Against the New York Liberty, Angel Reese had one of her worst professional outings, 0 for 7 inside the paint, tying a WNBA record for most close range misses in over a decade. But the real story wasn't her shooting. Slumped, it was her reaction. Reese's frustration boiled over on referees, teammates, and even the sidelines. But what caught everyone's attention? The visible frustration of her teammate, Kamilla Cardoso.
Reese took a hard foul, got up, took multiple steps. Teammates got in there, proceeded to step forward. More teammates got in between. She proceeded to step forward. And we already have 2 separate games of Angel Reese failing to control her emotions. We saw it against the Indiana Fever. Yes, she got a hard foul. But what was the difference between Angel Reese's reaction to the hard foul and Ryan Howard's reaction to the hard foul?
Offensive rebound and another loose ball foul. They're going to give it to Angel. And this one might be challenged. We'll have to see. And an Angel Reese, I think, just...
Multiple times during the Sparks game, Cardoso looked directly at Ree and refused to make the pass. Instead, she swung the ball out, reset the play, and left Ree clapping under the rim. Some call it miscommunication. Others call it a deliberate message. Cardoso is done relying on Angel Reese.
Out of Kamilla Cardoso, she gets a switch. Natasha Cloud, she's posting her up. We can't get an entry pass to Kamilla Cardoso. Now, a lot of people are going to say, wait. You see the players on the New York Liberty cheating? The person who should be throwing temper tantrums on the Chicago Sky, that person should be this woman right here. That person should be Kamilla Cardoso. Look at the frustration. She's 6'7". She catches it up top. As soon as she turns to the paint, she recognizes that she's getting double teamed. She swings it, finds the open man, pull up 3, bang or break depending on who's shooting. But that's commonplace in basketball.
This isn't just about one game. Chicago Sky insiders say this tension has been simmering for weeks. Coach Tyler Marsh is under scrutiny, with critics accusing him of enabling a lack of work ethic. Ree has already faced criticism for her emotional outbursts. First against Indiana Fever, now against Celebrity. Meanwhile, Cardoso, the 6'7" in Brazilian phenom, is being praised for her composure. But what happens when teammates start to avoid each other on the court?
I'm Kamilla Cardoso. I'm upset that I still need to deal with this type of amateurism in the WNBA. The Angel Reese shoot, miss, shoot, miss, shoot, miss, shoot. If I'm Kamilla Cardoso, I am upset with how this offense is looking. If I'm Kamilla Cardoso, I'm upset that I still can't manage to get an entry pass. This is where Kamilla Cardoso, look, pass it out. Look at Kamilla Cardoso on the bottom of your screen here. Pass it out. Kick it out. Let me shoot a midi. How many attempts do we need at the same shot? Over and over and over and over again.
This drama doesn't exist in a vacuum. Rhea has been in the headlines since her NCAA rivalry with Caitlin Clark. She embraced the villain role, taunting Clark in the championship game and sparking national debate. Media giants from Stephen A. Smith to Dave Portnoy in painting Rhea as either a fiery competitor or a toxic presence. Cardoso, on the other hand, entered the WNBA with far less baggage, but now finds herself caught in the crossfire of Chicago's implosion. Reports from practice suggest that frustration isn't limited to the court. Sky staff are allegedly furious, claiming Reese's attitude and poor efficiency are dragging the team down. Cardoso, meanwhile, is quietly gaining respect as a stabilizing force. But behind closed doors, players are choosing sides and the locker room is split. The Chicago Sky face a brutal schedule ahead, including must-win matchups against top Eastern Conference contenders. All eyes will be on Rhea and Cardoso. Can they repair their chemistry before it's too late? Or are we witnessing the collapse of a partnership that was supposed to define Chicago's future? Angel Reese says she's built for the spotlight. Kamilla Cardoso says nothing, but her actions speak volumes. Which one truly represents the future of Chicago Sky? And is this just the beginning of a much larger implosion? Drop your thoughts in the comments below because this story is far from over. Angel Reese, Kamilla Cardoso, Tyler Marsh. 3 names that were supposed to lead the Chicago Sky into a new era of dominance, but instead they've collided in a storm of missed shots, broken trust, and explosive press conferences. Tonight, we reveal the shocking truth behind why Angel Reese went off after Kamilla Cardoso's cold response and how the Chicago Sky are now on the verge of collapse. In one of the toughest games of her young career, Angel Reese missed all 7 of her close-range shots, tying a WNBA record for the most botched layups in over a decade. But this wasn't just a bad shooting night. Every miss shattered team momentum, left players hanging their heads, and exposed a deeper problem: trust inside the Sky locker room. Fans noticed something unusual. Multiple times, Kamilla Cardoso had clear opportunities to feed Reese under the rim, and she didn't. Instead, she swung the ball out, avoided eye contact, and moved the offense elsewhere. To many, it looked like strategy. To others, it felt like a message. Cardoso has lost faith in Angel Reese. Stats confirm what the eye test shows. When Reese is on the floor, Chicago's offense stalls. Fewer assists, more turnovers, and momentum-killing possessions. Cardoso's reluctance may not just be emotional, it may be survival. By freezing Reese out, she's keeping possessions alive, but at what cost to the team's chemistry? Here's the contradiction. Off the court, Angel Reese is one of the most recognizable athletes in America. From social media to sponsorships, she's everywhere. But on the hardwood, her struggles are magnified. Fans are tearing her apart online, accusing her of spending more time on Instagram than in the gym. Every missed layup, every turnover, amplified by the very spotlight she built. This is where it gets dangerous. Insiders report that frustration isn't just on the court. Staff are fed up. Teammates are divided. Some back Reese's confidence. Others quietly leaned toward Cardoso's discipline. Even coach Tyler Marsh, when pressed on the growing tension, gave a cryptic response. "I wasn't aware of any problems." But behind the scenes, that story doesn't add up. Angel Reese has lived in controversy since college. Her fiery rivalry with Caitlin Clark turned her into a household name, loved by some, hated by others. Media giants like Stephen A. Smith have both defended and destroyed her in viral debates. Meanwhile, Cardoso entered the WNBA with little drama, but is now caught in Reese's storm. The Chicago Sky season is at a crossroads. Can Angel Reese rise above the criticism and prove she's the star they need? Or has her off-court fame outgrown her game? Can Cardoso and Reese repair their fractured trust before it's too late? Or are we witnessing the slow implosion of a team that was supposed to compete for a championship? Angel Reese says she was built for the spotlight. Kamilla Cardoso lets her actions do the talking. But in Chicago, only one truth remains. Attention doesn't win games. Will Reese silence her critics? Or will this be the beginning of the end for the Sky? Drop your thoughts in the comments because this story is far from over. Angel Reese has once again set the WNBA world ablaze, but this time the fire is burning inside her own team. In what fans are now calling the Chicago Sky crash, Reese turned in one of the most disastrous games of her young career, missing all 7 of her close-range shots, a stat that tied a WNBA record for the most failed attempts from under 4 feet in over a decade. But as shocking as those numbers are, what unfolded between Reese and her teammate Kamilla Cardoso told an even bigger story. Throughout the game, cameras caught Cardoso visibly avoiding passes to Reese, hesitating at critical moments, and instead swinging the ball to other teammates. Her body language said it all: frustration, resignation, and perhaps even the breaking point. Many fans interpreted it as a loud, silent message that Cardoso no longer trusted Reese to deliver when it mattered most. And then came the whispers from inside the locker room. frustration over Reese's inconsistency, over her emotional outbursts, and over the growing disconnect between her celebrity persona off the court and her performance on it. This is a new territory for Angel Reese. From her heated rivalry with Caitlin Clark, which made headlines during the NCAA tournament and carried into the pros, to her fiery clashes with critics like Stephen A. Smith, Rhea's always been at the center of the storm. Her unapologetic personality, flashy fashion, and commanding social media presence have made her one of the most recognizable faces in women's basketball, with endorsement deals and media appearances that many rookies could only dream of.